Well, I have never seen his opponent, Mick Hill, play, but they say he's one of the premier 8-ball players and one of the main favorites in this event. So I'm looking forward to seeing him play.
Yeah, I mean, I was lucky enough when I was younger that I grew up with Darren Appleton and Mick Hill. We all lived like 30 miles away from each other, so we used to stay at each other's house and practice all the time. And at the English 8-ball, us three more or less won every tournament we played in. So it was quite dominant for many years. But one thing I'll say about Mickey, he has tremendous bottle, and his positional play, I would say, in my opinion, is the best I've ever seen on an English pool table. But if you watch the patterns in how he plays, obviously this game's slightly different because the pockets are slightly bigger. You play different shots up the rails. But his pattern play is unbelievable. He makes everything look really easy.
You didn't make that with a white background, you made it a decal, right? Yeah. I got it.
If you just try to nudge the 10 ball out there, Nick, just make things a little bit easier.
You think that what he was trying there to bump a 10?
Yeah, I think it's the only real, I wouldn't even say tough ball really, because it does pass the 15 into the corner. It goes in the side, and it may even go past the 6 ball.
I think it might be a little tight to play right now, though.
Yeah, I think he's probably going to look to maybe land on the 9 ball at some point soon. And probably play the 10 in the centre pocket. Well, we talked about cue ball control, and I think the table's caught him out there a little bit. It is very, very, very fast out there.
I can't tell if he can spin that ball on the side or if he can hit. I can't tell if he can hit enough of this 12 ball to maybe bank it, or. But obviously, I don't think he can play it straight in.
Yeah, I'm not sure he can get it straight in. He may be able to play a nice little safety if he can flick off the pink stripe, hit the rail and go in behind the pink stripe again.
That might be what he's looking at here.
Don't think he's got too many options, really.
It's not a decal. It's white. Save it as a transparent, and then send it for a ping, and then send it.
Oh, he's even kicking. He is snookered. That's a nice shot there. Very nice.
Yeah, it's a very good shot there. He's not left Billy anything easy.
No.
May be able to cut the one past the 9, but that's far from an easy shot. And possibly bank the 3.
Well, Billy's certainly raised in the heart of bank pool country, Dayton, Ohio. It's right in the very heart of bank pool, so it wouldn't surprise me if he did go for the bank. But he just played safe.
Well, that's a pretty decent shot.
Yeah, I don't, unless he can cut that 15 in the side, I don't see where he's got a very good shot here, Mick.
Does he ever go?
Now, have you played your second round match, Chris?
Yeah, I played Radisław Babika from Poland. I won 13-8. It was a really good game. My break let me down a little.
Oh,
but
wow, nice shot.
I played really well, to be honest.
That's a pretty strong shot right there now.
Yeah, the middles are quite tight. So to pot that ball early on in the match is a very good sign.
Pretty good speed there.
What you will see with Mick, he does tend to look up to the sky a lot and shake his head. Normally that's a sign that he's absolutely perfect. He just does it. I'm sure he does it to get in people's heads. I think what he may do here, Nick, he may just draw the cue ball slightly, trying to leave an angle on the 10 to run through and maybe just nudge the 8 ball. So he's nudging the 8 towards the corner, and it makes the 8 ball a lot easier if you can play that shot.
Yeah. Yeah, that would make it a lot easier. You called that. Very good call, Chris. Yeah, we had one of our great champions that was kind of like that. He might have a shot like this 8, and he act like it's the toughest shot in the world.
Yeah, I'm sure it's mind games. A lot of people seem to do it. It's a tribute to how many people actually respect Darren and his game, you know, because at the end of the day, he's a young Englishman that lived up in a council estate that had nothing. His parents didn't have much, and he's basically come from nothing as Darren, and what he has achieved in so quick time, considering he never played the game up to about 7 or 8 years ago, is absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah. I want to just say that's just busted here for a second there, guys. Papa Tony is in, and Sue is listening in from over the pond, and we want to wave our hand, and we wish you the best. We hope everything goes your way. We just wanted to say that. That's all. We know Papa's under the weather. He's been under the weather.
Yeah, I'd like to second that. I've known Tony and Sue for going on 20 years, and they've supported me like a son, and Mick Hill, and I can't thank them enough for what they've done. I just hope I hope Tony's watching and supporting everybody as he always does.
Oh, he is. I already got the messages. Yeah, he is. Yeah.
He's probably swearing at me right now.
He sure is. Got to be careful with him. He's got arms like a crane. All right, back to you guys.
Okay, I guess Mick must have come up dry on the break, and this table's been a little fickle so far on this break.
Yeah, it's not been kind.
Consistent.
Yeah, it's not been kind to a lot of players. I mean, I broke okay when I played in it, but then I've watched a few other players and who have better breaks than I have, and I think the harder you hit the balls, the less chance you have of going in on this table. Because when they break, the balls seem to go above the middle instead of towards the middle.
Yeah.
So I think if they take a little bit of the pace off, then it may be okay. I think Billy just needs to be really careful here, because it's he needs to get rid of the 12 ball as quick as possible, really.
Yeah, and yeah, like right now maybe, huh? Of course, I guess if he could take this out first, it won't hurt anything, but you're right, that 12 ball is key to get out of the way there, so you open up where you can play that other stripe. Yeah, I'm not so sure. Would you take out that high stripe right now? Or?
I think I'd take the 12, Nick, and just like punch the cue ball off the side rail and back out again.
For the 13 there.
Yeah, for either the 13 or the 11. Probably the 13, then play the 11. And the 14 in the side that leaves you the straight on in the 8 ball.
For the left lower corner.
I think maybe he's thinking he's a little bit too straight. He has got the option to make the 11 and draw back.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm not sure there's much value in saving this ball.
Ooh, he's miscued.
Oh, wow.
Miscued, and a vital shot there on the 11 ball.
Oh, wow.
And things like that can certainly change a game even at this early stage.
Yeah, that's a real confidence killer there. That can break you down mentally there.
Yeah, it certainly can. I mean, every time Billy's probably playing a draw now, he's probably thinking, I hope I don't miss cue. Because it does stick in your head, but I'm sure he's experienced enough to let it go. And the key for any youngsters out there watching the game, and obviously any amateurs, the longer you think negative in a game, negative things will happen during the game. So try and forget your mistakes as fast as possible, because once you've made it, there's nothing you can do about it.
Well, that's where the better players, they seem to do that better than the weaker players. Let it go and let it become part of a history lesson instead of carrying that forward.
Yeah, there is a few top players who it does stay in the head a little bit.
Really?
You know, not naming no names, I don't want to get into trouble. I think what we're going to see here is Mick maybe draw. You see, I would draw past the side pocket here, past the 11 ball, and leave an angle for the 6 in the corner and just roll through, or just kick into the 3 slightly.
Yeah, the big problem in this rack is those 2 balls that are together. I guess he was trying to maybe tap them and get them apart. He was coming across there, and
I'm just wondering if the 5 ball actually goes past the 11 in the side pocket.
Yeah, I think it might have a chance. Well, he's got an easy shot to move him, but I don't know about getting a shot. He could play this 2 and stop and then cut to 6 on the side. He can get them apart, but getting a shot might be another issue.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just pop the 6 and draw over to the side rail. He needs to make sure, though, that he doesn't land too short. He needs to be high on the 5 ball in the centre pocket. If he's low, he's obviously going away from the 3, which is going to make things more difficult. Ooh, he's under it that slightly, but he's just okay.
I think he's okay, because I think he can maybe even come off the 14 and come to the right a little bit to end up closer to straight in, huh?
Well, yeah, he has got a shot here. If the 3 ball's that tight, he can draw off the 14 when making the 5. Just play it with a little bit of bottom right hand side, and it'll spin back down for the 3 in the same pocket or even the corner pocket.
Well, that seems to be the shot he's looking at, and evidently that 3 don't go by that 8, huh?
Well, the worst case scenario is you have to over-hit this shot just to make sure you give yourself the opportunity. If he under-hits it, he's got no shot really at the 3 apart from a bank. He really needs to make sure he gets into this cue ball here. And he's over-hit it by quite some way.
Yeah, that ball came off there a little better than he thought, and I can't tell if he can make it in the side, or he may have to play this in the corner, and that's a pretty testy little shot.
Well, he's obviously got to make the shot in the corner. If he doesn't, he's certainly lost this rack. He is a great shot maker, is Mick. It wouldn't surprise me if this went straight in the middle of the pocket. He does love these kind of shots. Obviously, he'd prefer if he were right behind the ball.
Yeah, this wouldn't be my favorite situation here.
No, I wouldn't be too happy with it either. I think what he has got, though, is automatic position on the 8 ball. Just concentrate 100% on making the 3.
That is the one big plus on this situation. He just has to roll the 3 in. He doesn't have to do anything fancy.
Yeah. He's gone for the bank. He's made it. He's made the bank. What a great shot. He mustn't be able to cut the ball.
I guess he couldn't hit enough of it, huh, to play it straight in, but what a shot.
Well, I knew I said he'd hit centre pocket, but I didn't mean the bank. That was some shot, and we'll probably see Mick play the 8 ball towards the 2 stripes, trying to give himself a little bit of insurance should he miss it. Oh, he's missed that by a long way. Well, he went full-blooded for that one. I'm afraid this is going to cost him.
Well, it's a little bit long here. It's and these pockets are tighter than your normal pockets in America. Oh boy,
Ooh.
Ouch.
He put a fast one in there, Nick. He's been very lucky though. I think he's got a shot. If this ball is touching, this could actually offset the 11 ball. So the further he aims down the table, the 11 will go towards the knuckle of the pocket. This is one of them shots that's an offside plant. So basically the way that you think you aim the opposite way to try and straighten the ball up.
Wow, did he? A little bit hard luck, to tell you the truth here. He's almost froze to this ball. He's hardly got any room to cut this ball in. I'm not sure he can cut this ball.
No,
in.
I don't think he can, looking at that angle. I think he just played a bit of a loose shot though, cannoning into the ball, into the 12 ball.
I think he overcut it a hair. You know, he wanted to hit it a little fuller, and he cut it a little to the left.
Yeah, he just cued across it slightly. He has possibly got a bank shot on the 12, and the only shot he'll really leave Mick is a bank on the 8. Whatever he plays, it's not going to be easy.
Well, he must be playing safe and going to leave him long up there by the box. So he'd like to get that. He's left that a little short, though.
Well, he's played a decent shot, but the bad shot is leaving the 11 ball right on the side cushion next to the knuckle of the pocket.
Yeah,
because he can really only play that now in the top left-hand corner.
He's not playing too lucky. I mean, he absolutely froze that 11 on the rail, and if you tried to freeze it on there, it'd be pretty tough to do. If you said, I'm going to freeze this, he couldn't do it any better.
Well, you may actually see Mick not even attempt the 8 ball. You may see him cut off the left-hand side of the 8, spin the cue ball 3 or 4 rails onto the top rail.
Well, I think he's got a free shot here, though. I think he can shoot this bank hard and get it where the worst that it happens, he leaves him a tough bank on this 12, and then, you know, it's tough to make the bank and maybe, falling underneath this 11 where he can make it's not too easy either. Well, it looks like to me it's almost a free shot. Now, maybe he's too full where he can't get there. He can't come around 2 rails and get there.
He did call the upper corner pocket right where his hand is.
Yeah, he's called the bank.
But, boy, if you shoot that hard. Yeah, I think he might have been playing more safe.
Not too bad.
I think he was playing more safe than anything else there. What do you think? He overcut it, and he made sure that the best that was going to happen was that Billy was going to get a bank shot. And that 11 has just killed him this game. That made Mick's shot a lot less pressure ridden if that 11 was off the rail 2 inches, he wouldn't have the luxury of missing that bank.
Yeah, that's right, Nick. He could play actually a shot to nothing, could Billy. He could bank the 12 up towards the corner and leave the cue ball on the side rail. If he gets the 12 anywhere near the pocket, he doesn't leave Mick an easy shot. Well, he's just left him a free shot again.
I kind of like your idea there where you roll the ball and leave him straight in on the 8 for that corner and roll that ball toward that corner. You got a real good chance to block that hole, you know.
Yeah, because it's not an easy shot. I mean, he's putted a good shot there as Mick. Leading 2-0 now. From what I've seen, Billy does break the balls really good.
Yeah, he seems to have a good break stroke. Boy, that's hitting it. Wow.
Well, you can't really hit him any better than that, I don't think.
No, that's just perfect. That's. I like that break shot.
It doesn't come any better than that, I'm afraid. And again, he's got a dual opportunity. He's got the spots or the stripes. I think I like the spots here, Nick.
For you American people listening, the spots are the solid, I guess.
That's the one.
All right.
These guys, these English guys, got me saying pot the ball.
Well, they got me saying 0, 2-0, 3-0.
Yeah, it was funny when I started playing snooker. I started calling the shots off the rail and the banks and things like that. And all the snooker players didn't have a clue what I was talking about.
Which group you like here,
I like the
Chris?
solids. I like going 5-4, 2, 3, 1, 7 and straight in on the 8 in the corner. Or even 5-2-4.
Well, that's pretty solid thinking there. That's hard to argue with that assessment of this rack. I certainly like your pick there on the pattern. And
one thing that's slightly different, Nick, is that with the English pool, they play with reds and yellows, so the patterns seem to be more easier to see.
yeah.
Obviously, when you're using solids and stripes, it's a little bit more difficult, but Billy's played another loose shot there. He really needed to come over so that the cue ball could come off the bottom rail and straight back up the table.
Yeah, he needs to come with this because he needs to let Mick know he's in the match here. You know, that he's not playing by himself and not practicing. Those breaking runs, those wear on your opponent, especially if he comes up dry once or twice and then he runs out. Those breaking runs are really a powerful tool as far as keeping the pressure on your opponent.
Yeah, well, they do say that the first rack and the last rack are the hardest racks to win. And the longer it takes for Billy to get his first rack on the board, then certainly it's going to be really tough for him. I'm not sure about this shot though, Nick. I don't see the reason in playing the 1.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to admit, I thought he was going to swing around 2 rails and play it in the other corner. Maybe he was too straight, but still he could have drew back.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Just
now this is a pretty tough. This is no give me here coming down table. A lot of obstacles with those stripes, and wow, he's put an airmail stamp on this ball here. Ouch.
and that is exactly why he should have played the 7 first, Nick. If he plays the 7 first, he's guaranteed an angle on the 1 ball, and the line that he's playing the 1 ball automatically gives you position on the 2. You would definitely be on the 2 in one of the 2 corner pockets. He may still be able to cut this ball in, but the cue ball's flying around the table.
And he looks like he's going to run into the 8 here, so a little hard. That cue ball is going to have so much speed on it that it's a little hard to predict. Being able to predict you're going to get a very good shot on this 8.
Yeah, the 8 could go in off in the corner pocket, or it may bank into the side pocket. Got to be really careful. He's played a good shot there.
That was a nice shot. But this is where the pressure comes in 8 ball, because you don't have the luxury. In 9 ball, you think this is a gimme, but in 8 ball, there's real pressure on this shot.
Yeah, well, I think the difference between 8 ball and 9 ball is obviously if you miss at 9 ball, there's a good chance you may get away with it. Where if you miss at 8 ball, then 9 times out of 10, you're not coming back to the table.
Here at the World Series of Pool, number 1, that box in the middle, that big box, you cannot break from inside that box, and that's why you see him over here at the rail. And another rule here is the fact that you cannot hit the second ball. You have to hit the head ball. And now that's That's twice Mick has broken, and he's come up dry both times, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's broke from the side rail twice as well, Nick. And I told Mick when we arrived here, I said, do not break from the side rail. It doesn't work. But would he listen?
Well, some things you have to find out for yourself, huh?
Yeah, he may find out the hard way. Keeps doing that.
No, I really like the stripes here. By far the best.
Yeah,
He's actually got, except for the 8 ball, he's actually got I don't.
what I would have tried to do there, Nick, is I would have played the same shot as what he's played, but try to leave an angle to make the 15 and nudge the 8 towards the side rail.
Right.
Just so that the 8's easier to make once you get a chance at it.
Because once these 2 balls are gone, it's getting on that 8's not going to be too easy.
Yeah, he needs to play a good shot to get on the 8. So obviously the easier you can make it, the better. He may have this good angle to knock the 8 out.
He's trying to move a 5. Well, that's very nice.
That's just as
Very
good.
nice.
Just as good.
Yeah, and the nice thing about that, it shows you that he's thinking pretty clear, you know what I mean. He didn't get the angle to move the 8 over, but still, the only thing is getting position on the next ball is a little tougher here.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if he'll spin the cue ball up towards the 9. Or he may play for the 12 ball past the 3. I think I prefer to play for the 9. I think you guaranteed the shot a lot more. And then you've got more options, but it's each to their own.
Well, if that doesn't go too far, although that 3 might be interfering just a hair with part of the pocket. You got to be careful with this. You don't tick it. You hit that 3, there's a good chance it's going to hit it too thick and not go. But if this goes, you're in the driver's seat if you shoot this ball down the rail.
Yeah, he's played a good shot there, really. I'm just wondering if he'll play for the 9 after this or maybe run into the 7. I think I prefer to play for the 9 here.
Yeah, I'm going to kind of cinch this ball. I don't want to do anything fancy here. I just want to be sure this ball goes down myself.
Well, that's a good shot, left a nice angle.
Do you try to come up here between the 7 and 14 here for position on the 14? No, this is better. I like this way better.
This is guaranteed position if he makes a ball. Yeah, I like that way.
He could have went forward an inch or two, might have been a little nicer, because then he could have put the cue ball on the rail down there and come off the right rail, and he going right in toward the 8. Ooh, if this gets... Ooh, this could be a little tricky here. I think he's going to have to draw in and out here.
Yeah, he's played a poor shot there, Nick. There was no reason to play that shot. He could have just followed through, drawn over to the side, just leaving an angle. The worst thing he needed to be was straight, but he should be okay.
I thought he might have trouble getting down there, but he did very good because I was remembering that miscue.
I was as well. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
But he did a good job with it, and if he can get this 8 down here, we got a tie match.
Well, let's see how he sees. If he's been practicing with Shane Van Bonen, then I'm pretty sure he'll have learnt the break quickly.
Wow. Wow. That's one of the best breaks I've seen in the tournament, but he...
It's the best break in the tournament, Nick. It's actually the worst case scenario that could have happened.
Yeah.
He's made 4 stripes and got no shot.
Yeah, he didn't... he's not... wow.
That is unbelievable.
That is unbelievable. And he's almost dead. The only thing I see he can do is bank this ball cross corner. This ball to the left side. That's the only shot I see. You see anything else?
No, no, unless it passes a 2. But, I mean, that's just a miracle shot, really. I think the bank's the right shot, Nick. It's such a tough shot. And even the 15 ball's tied up, really.
Well, that's the least of his worries right now.
Well, Mick will be delighted after watching him break them balls. His first thought would have been, wow, how do I get a shot from here? But
yeah, that's an intimidating break there now. That will let your opponent know that you have a chance to win this match with that kind of a break.
well, Mick's he's laughing and looking up in the air there. He just tried to kill the cue ball for the 1 or the 4. I mean, he couldn't fail to land on a ball there. There was 4 balls he could play for.
You must have had adrenaline pumping pretty good, huh? Drew it 4 feet when you're almost trying to stop it.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. That's a nice shot there, though. He actually
a little
works out
thinner
better
than he wants. He's a little thinner on the 2 than he wants. But he can go 2 rails and fall on either the 3 or the 5. Actually, it's better to fall on the 5 probably. And
Yeah, Mick's one of them people, he hates it if he's an inch out of position. Just stop the cue ball dead here, leaving a nice angle on the 1 ball to come into the 8 off the side rail.
yeah, not much that can go wrong here. Yeah, he got a little thinner than he wanted, I think. He hit that ball a little full. He wanted to cut it a little more and stay 3 or 4 inches higher.
Yeah, I think the only thing that can go wrong is a skid.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, my word. Well, there's
Wow.
no excuses for that one.
Wow. That's a big surprise, huh?
Well, I'm afraid that just shows everybody at home you must concentrate 100% on every single shot.
Yeah, he kind of took it for granted because it's such an easy shot that you'd bet $10,000 that he made it.
Well, you probably put your life on it that you'd make that ball. It was just so easy. He's just not really looked at the shot.
Take it easy there, big fella. I'm not going that far into the bet.
Yeah.
No, but you're right. You're right.
No, I'm not going to bet my life on any shot. I've just missed too many balls in my career.
Yeah, well, we've never missed one from here, Nick.
No, you're right about that. We're not going to lose no games from here, are we?
Nope, never missed a ball from here, mate.
Well, big surprise in game number 5 here. Billy Thorpe's got a shot here to pull into the lead 3-2, and a miss on the 8 that had people shaking their heads.
Well, I mean, I've watched Mick. Oh, where's the cue ball?
Wow, he just switched sides, but he's still going with this break off the rail. And, wow, he got one there.
He got one.
He got one, and
the cue ball was very
look at
close.
the 1 and the 10. Let's see here. He's made a stripe. And that 10 ball, he might have to play safe here maybe. He may have to play safe here and break up that 10-1. Do you like that?
Yeah, he could play that shot. I mean, I'm just looking to see. He has got an option. I've seen an option, but it's really tough. And what I've seen is, can he make the 11 ball in the corner, send the cue ball over to the side rail, play the 13 off the 7, that then in turns open the 9 ball for the centre pocket, so the cue ball can come up and bring the 10 out. But I mean, that is far from easy.
I kind of like, well, maybe he has to leave him a shot on the one. But solids, this ball froze over here. He's going to almost, I don't like playing that past the side myself. Do you like that?
No, I don't like that shot whatsoever.
He played safe, but...
the 4-ball goes in the corner pocket. So, and he can absolutely bring the pink stripe out as well. Billy's got better options to bring his 1-ball out in play.
Yeah, he does.
Well, if he's left a straight bank, that's a really big mistake from Mick. Nope.
Was he just playing safe there?
I think he tried to bank it. I think it was just a double kiss. You may see Mick here play the 13 ball off the 7 into the side pocket and try and hide the white behind the 11 ball. Just so he's giving himself a few more options. Because while that 9 ball's there and the 10 ball's where it is, he's in big trouble.
Well, like you say, Billy's got, except for the 7, he can possibly break the 1 out off of almost every ball he's got.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of cat and mouse in this game. We haven't seen very much defense so far in all the matches on the stream table. It's been a rarity to see safeties. Now he moved them up where he...
To me there though, Nick, is just give Mick an opportunity to make the 4 ball and flick the 10. I mean, even if he doesn't knock the 10 ball out, he's got so many options to get on it.
Yeah, he's going after the 4. He's going to try to clip that 10 here as he comes off that rail. And these young guys, they're not going to duck on very much.
Yeah, I mean, he's played a good shot. He's played a good shot, but Mick's given the opportunity to play the shot. I think he's basically thought, well, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you're giving me a chance. Well, Billy's looking at careering into the 8 here. I'm just wondering if he can draw it over to the side rail for the 2 in the corner.
Yeah, he might be too thin, but boy, that'd be a good shot if he could hit it thicker. Ooh. Wow. He hit that a little fat there.
Yeah, it's not as easy as it looks now.
No. No,
I like playing the 5 here, then the 6, then the 1-7, and roll
right.
down the rail.
Yes, I agree 100%. I think that's the best way to go. Save that 7 so you can get on to 2.
Yeah. He's a little short. He's a little short there. Well, it looks like he's going to play the 7 and then maybe the 2. He's got options. He's got quite a few options. He can still play for the 6 after the 7. But he just made it a lot easier to leave the 7 till second to last to get onto the 2.
Well, if he goes all the way down, he don't want to be straight in here. Well, he made sure he hit it with plenty of speed. You could see when it left it. He wasn't going to end up straight in on this 2.
Yeah, he's played a good shot there. Still needs to be a little bit careful.
Yeah, there's a lot of traffic here. A lot of traffic. He has to be really pretty careful because he got a little too thin on the 2.
He may try and play it towards the left-hand centre pocket, but he doesn't want to go too close towards it.
Well, you called it. Yeah, he's going the wrong way. He's going the wrong way here, and he's pretty thin on this 1. He's definitely not out of the woods this game, is he?
No, not yet. I mean, the good thing is that he still can hold the 1, I think, but it's not. The cushions are playing quite soft because the table's new. But the bed of the table's really quick.
He's looking. He's going to maybe have to hit this with a lot of left English to slow it down. I like that choice. He's still got to make a shot. He still doesn't have a give me, does he?
No, I think he may just soft stunning this into the 12 ball.
Yeah. Just make sure he draws it enough.
Yeah, because you don't want to hit the other side, because then you've got no shot. Good shot
Pretty
there.
smooth, I tell you what. Stayed pretty solid on those couple balls in a row there.
Yeah, that was a good shot there.
Okay, Billy pulls into the lead 4-2. It comes apart. It's a magnetic rack that comes apart. You can carry them with you. Okay, last time Billy broke, he made 4 stripes, as Chris said. Let's see what happens here.
Just the 1 this time, Nick.
That's probably better, huh?
Well, he'll settle for that.
Got a lot of work to do here, doesn't he?
Yeah,
But it may not be as bad as you think, though.
yeah, I think his 9 ball's probably going to be the last ball, I would think, into the top corner.
Yeah.
For the 8 in the right-hand corner.
He's got these 2 good balls here to set up on what you're talking about. Yeah, I agree. That's pretty well the way you're going to be going. You get these 3 on this end and then come down for these 2 and then 9 in the upper left corner. Pretty automatic pattern.
Yeah, I think the key to 8 ball is always getting rid of one half of the table and then move to the other half rather than go up and down every 2 minutes. Just needs to make sure he leaves a good angle on the 13 ball here, so he's automatically rolling down the table rather than trying to work the cue ball. Well, I don't agree with that shot, Nick.
No,
I don't agree with that. Because if he's there now and he got rid of the 13, he's in perfect position. He doesn't need to go back up the table.
Yeah, and then it's harder to play position on the 8 off the 13.
That's right. It's automatic off the 9. A little close, but he's just about okay.
Yeah, actually, he needs a little bit of angle on this 9 to be able to get a good angle on the 13. He just can't follow straight down. He can't get the right angle.
That's right.
Because normally you like to fall as full on this ball as you can.
Yeah,
and
so you can just roll it in for the 8 ball. But he does look a really good shot maker, to be fair.
Now, I do like that decision. If he gets far enough, that is, because
yeah, I think he's just okay.
it shows you how tough it was to get on that ball. I mean, he went a long way, and he still, I'm not sure how good this is. He may have to hit short and spin with some reverse and come above the side a little and just be sure he don't hook himself behind that 3 ball here. If he might not be able to come straight down. I don't know. I can't tell from here.
I think he can just about get there.
Boy, he needs a bounce here.
Well, this isn't ABC to get on the 8 ball here. He needs to find the gap between the 2 and the 4, or even draw into the 2 or the 6.
I like drawing into the 8. That's what I like.
Yeah.
Heck with the 2 and the 6. I like drawing straight into the money ball here.
Yeah, you can certainly play that shot.
What's your preference here?
I like drawing into the 6 personally.
The right side and
yeah,
then bump the 8.
Yeah, and just
I
bump
kind
the
of
8.
like that. I
The only
like
problem
that.
you've got with that is if you find the gap,
Oh.
which amazingly happens so often.
Yeah, it looks like a narrow gap, but sometimes it looks like you could drive an 18-wheeler through there.
Yeah, it looks like he's playing your shot here, Nick. Just a nice little nudge on the 8-ball, not too hard.
No, he played the one you liked, but I kind of like what you said.
Yeah, I think both options were really good options, and it would have been quite unlucky not to have a shot at the 8.
He just got to bear down on this 8. We're playing on 4 1/4-inch pockets here, which are a lot bigger than the normal tournament pockets. Usually they're at least 4 3/4 for most tournaments. But boy, he's playing.
Well, there wasn't any difference, Nick. He didn't make one.
He cut that ball a lot. He didn't hit it as square as Billy's hitting it.
Yeah,
he went straight to the side rail.
I don't think he hit it as hard either. Well, one good shot here from Billy, and this rack could be over. He needs to really land, get on the 9-ball low, and cannon into the 11-ball. And the sooner he does that, the better.
Now, what do you like here? You like playing the 9 and moving the 2, or you like moving the 11?
Yeah, I like to move the 11 here. I like the way he's playing it though, because he could actually move the 13 ball. He could pop the 13, but he's choosing to make the 9 and just soft draw. That's good. He really needs to play for the 13 ball after this now.
It's going to be hard for him to get on the 13 here, isn't it?
Is it the 13? The green stripe?
Oh, no, that's the 14.
The 14, sorry.
Well, I tell you what, I like the sound of the way them balls are hitting the pocket.
Yeah, he's playing with a lot of confidence. Well, I'm surprised he's not playing the 14 here, because the natural angle, once he pots the 11, is to come down for the 15.
I tell you what I like here, unless the 3's blocking, I like playing that stripe, the 15, 13, 14 in the side. That's just,
Oh, no reason to play that shot, Nick. No reason.
Sometimes you can have too much confidence. Huh?
That's what's happened there, yeah. It still wouldn't surprise me for him to make this ball, though. He looks to be in stroke, that's for sure.
It's a pretty hard shot here, and the bad part is unnecessary. Yeah, he really didn't threaten the pocket either there.
Yeah, he just lost his ways slightly there, but Mick's definitely going to have to put his foot on the gas.
Well, that was a big game. He had a chance to really 6-2 is pretty strong with alternate to break. That mistake could really cost him big time.
Yeah, you've got like 2 breaks of serve there, Nick. Massive advantage.
Yeah. And Mick shot that ball with a lot of confidence. He didn't have to shoot it that hard, and he fired that ball down that rail.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to find a little bit of rhythm. Again, he's lost the white slightly. I like playing the 3 here.
Oh no, I I kind of like what he's doing here. Tell you what, he got a little thin on this 6. He's moving pretty fast. Does he play the speed here?
Not normally. No, he normally takes his time. He's missed the 6. I tell you what I have noticed though. Every single time he's missed, it's when he's putting English on the cue ball. He just seems to not know what's happening with the cue. But you can't take anything away from Billy. He's putting the pressure on.
Well, any pro knows when he sees that opponent breaking better than him, he knows he's on shaky ground.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it don't matter if you never miss a ball. If your opponent's getting twice as many opportunities, you're going to come up on the short end of the stick.
Yeah, definitely. Especially at something like this, the standard of this event. I mean, the players are just phenomenal. You know, even certain matches, they don't miss balls. You know, they don't miss runouts. I watched a game yesterday with Imran Majid and Jason Klatt. Jason Klatt never played one shot apart from the break for the first 7 racks. and he broke brilliant. He just never seemed to get a ball.
Well, I tell you what, he's really left himself a tough shot there. That shot must have really fooled him on the speed. Those are real confidence builders there now when you come with those.
Yeah, that was a great shot straight into the center of the pocket.
Okay, Billy Thorpe is taking a 6-2 lead over Mick Hill, and
But don't take my word for it, and don't be surprised if he is as we go into the next break.
wow, look at that action there. Boy, I've seen a lot of matches, but I haven't seen a break like this one yet.
Yeah, it's breaking unbelievable, to be fair.
He's got choice here too, doesn't he?
He does, yes. He does. I think the 1 ball's the only dodgy one, unless it goes... If it goes now, he could do with taking it now.
Well, boy, it's... Now, let me ask you, is he allowed to play the 1 into the 14 here?
No, you're not allowed to play a solid onto a stripe or vice versa. So it's basically take what you make. If you make 2 stripes and a solid, you have to take the stripes.
Yeah, I didn't know that because this will be the first tournament I've ever seen where you can't, when the table's open, you can't play one on the other.
Yeah, that's
It's
right.
the first time I've seen this rule.
I do like the rule, but sometimes I think, well,
Yeah, there's
I wish it
nothing
was
wrong
different.
with the rule. He's going to try to get to 1 in. That's almost like shooting at the 8 there, isn't it?
that's right, yeah. I mean, now it's pretty natural for him here to run out. Probably see Billy play the 3 ball here. Draw back roughly to where he is, leaving an angle once he pots the 5 on the 7 to come automatically out for the 8 into the same pocket.
Yeah.
Just about perfect.
Tell you right now, he's playing with a lot of confidence. He's really hitting that pocket good.
Yeah, he's playing very well. And a deserved leader too. You know, he's not made the stupid mistakes.
Yeah, that miscues really, and then running into that ball down there's the 2 biggest mistakes he made.
Yeah, I think if you ask Billy now what happened with the miscue, he'd probably say, what miscue? He probably forgot because he's in the zone now.
Okay, Billy Thorpe is he's playing impressive.
All right, folks, we got another surprise. We actually have another guest commentator as Mr. Chris Milling steps out. And we're going to have Robbie Fulvari out of Australia. And he's a professional TV commentator. He's an Australian nine-ball pool champion in 2012. Twice Australian World Cup snooker captain. Welcome aboard, sir.
Yeah, it's great to be here, actually. It's a great atmosphere at this tournament, and come a long way, but it's certainly worthwhile. Thanks for the invite to Darren Appleton.
Yeah, I guess you come from about the farthest place, huh, for this tournament?
Oh, well, I actually brought the family for a holiday as well.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. So they're looking around New York while I'm slaving away trying to pot some balls, but didn't pot enough today.
So did you lose your match today? Or?
Yeah, I lost to Alex, who was one of the top seeds from Greece. So he potted two phenomenal black balls, actually. One a total masse in the middle of the table, and then
wow.
A cannon off the cushion off the 2-ball. So I won't forget those 2 shots anyway, but never mind. And it's a pleasure to be here with you, Nick. I've
Thank you.
read about you before.
Well, it's nice to meet you. And
Yeah, look, I must say I'm going to enjoy putting this on my resume because I've done some commentating in a lot in Australia, but also in the UK and places, India and Dubai. So this is sort of the original home of pool, so it's great. But I do a lot more snooker, basically, and English billiard.
oh boy, it looks like he's really falling in on a full angle here. This looks like tough to get on the 5 here. Yeah, he's looking like maybe he must have enough angle. I don't know if he has to draw out of here, but this is less than ideal here. So far, he's been playing phenomenal. Wow.
Yeah, he's got fine position there. Also, just a nice little angle as well, so he can come up.
Well, he actually. It's a little tricky here. He's going up table a little, and oh wow, very nice, very nice, and really impressive. I mean, wow. I tell you what, if he keeps breaking like this Tuesday night, he's going to be getting a check for $20,000.
Well, it's such an important part of the game, and you know, you need a lot of skill to break like that.
Takes a lot of practice to break that good. Looks like he's got choice here. Looks like, I believe he's made one of each. Which group you like here, Robbie?
Oh, look, I've got to tell you, I'm not a great expert at this at the moment after being losing.
No.
But, you know, always work backwards, I suppose, on the availability of the black.
Well, we do guarantee you one thing here in the AZB TV booth, Robbie, that you will not miss a ball. I can tell you that much. Huh, Nick?
Yeah, we don't make many mistakes up here.
Yeah, it's a good job.
Yeah, and you don't feel much pressure up here either. Well, if I have to wake you up, I'll have Al get his whip out over there and bring you alive.
No. I'll just Wait, I don't want to make a mistake here. I'm nervous in front. I'm in between you two big Americans.
No. You're right at home right here. This is your home turf right now.
Yeah, no, it's great. And he's cleared the black up. He's going to have a come out for the around the angles, I think, and just come up for the balls up the top of the table there. I'm going to use a bit of English terminology.
It's a little bit. Those balls are pretty well placed here. I think he might have to play the 1 and 2 in the same pocket. So if so, he'll have to play a nice angle into 1 straight in. Won't be any good. But it looks like he could. He's looking at the 5 like, oh, I see what he's talking about here. That's what he's concerned about. May not go in this lower left pocket.
Yeah, so he wants to just get over where he's pointing that cue. Just a bit of side come through the gap there. Or English, I should say, a bit of English.
He would have liked to got a few more inches. He's cutting this ball a lot.
Yeah, can he come up? It's a bit of a different angle. We got.
Just wonder if he can draw to the rail between that stripe and get below and go down for the 2. No, he's
I think
he's hitting it with reverse here. He's going straight forward. Wow, nice. Well,
maybe the 2 goes.
If the 2 goes, this is perfect.
I think it must with that shot, because he had the line to just stay on the 2 in the other pocket. So should be okay for. When was the last time? I missed the end of this the first half of the session, but Mick Hill hasn't won a game for a while, has he? Frame?
No, it was he's lost 8 in a row so far. He won the first 2 and he's lost 8 in a row.
Well, this man's on a roll, isn't he?
Well, he's certainly. Wow.
Well, there's what we call that is the moz in Australian commentating. Put somebody off. You said he's going well, and you put your guy.
Yeah, that's Nick. He can do that on cue. Anytime you got to bet on the other opponent, you just tell Nick to just announce something, and he put the black cat right on him.
Yeah, okay. You call it the black cat. Fair enough.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way. He just took that a little for granted right there. That was a tight squeeze in between that shot.
Yeah.
Well, I think actually he would have been better off to try to get an angle where he could come back across so he didn't have to take that risk.
Yeah, well, he did have the angle there if he trusted himself to get behind it, the one before, the shot before, because that's the path it came through.
I kind of like the pattern you were talking about, Nick, drawing to that left long rail between the 10 ball and the 14 there. Ooh. And shooting the 2 in that opposite upper right-hand corner.
Well, he's aggravated, but he's okay here. But he almost has to play the 11 right now. He can't wait any longer, and he's going to probably have to play that ball up to the side next, and or else he could play the brown and swing around and then play the 11 next. But he's got big-time pressure on him. He sees he's got a tiger by the tail. Yeah, I like that. He's got a little better angle to maybe be able to play this ball on the side.
Yeah, then that last ball back down the bottom pocket there. But, it's always hard when somebody's won that many games in a row. Get back on the board, get back that winning streak. And Mick Hill, he's not used to being behind very often, I can tell you that. A great 2-shot pool. I call it 2-shot pool. English pool player. And all these 2-shot players, they're all backgrounds. Most of them are in snooker as well. And that's why they've got that bit different, well, not different, different cue action from the traditional American pool player, a bit more upright. These guys are right down on the shot. Melling, well, Darren, who's organised this tournament, he's played a bit of snooker too.
What do you mean, the head's down lower?
Yeah, a bit lower and a bit more of a bit probably a bit less of a big draw backswing. You know.
Okay,
So well done. He's back on the board.
Mick is 8-3. Billy Thorpe. Now that break looked pretty good there. Now that's the best one he's hit, and but he's come up dry every time. He's broke, I think, 3 or 4 times, and he's come up dry every time. And
Who do you think's got the best break in the game, Nick?
well, it depends a little bit on from what I've seen of this match. I haven't seen anybody break even close to what this Billy Thorpe's breaking right now. This is the first time I've heard a lot about him. And but I'd say most people would say Shane Van Boning, talking about especially 10-ball.
Yeah. Well, he plays a bit with him, I heard in the introduction. Is that right? So he might have learned something off him.
From what I've seen so far, he might he might have learned too much from Shane. This is where he let that last game slip away. He needs to make sure that momentum. One thing that was impressive about Mick's break, he hasn't been able to hit them very square, but he hit that break pretty good. He's a little hard luck he didn't make one.
Yeah, sometimes.
And them giants come alive on you, and that momentum changes. It's just as brutal the other way.
Yeah, well, the top flight sport's all about momentum, isn't it? The people playing, tennis, golf, pool, you get that energy through that run of good shots, and then swings and roundabouts. Really, there's not much difference between the top players in any sport. But at the moment, the break's the big difference by the sound of it. In this match, anyway.
Well, I think the break in this game may be stronger than the break in 10-ball or 9-ball.
Well, I play a lot more 9-ball than 10-ball, and I can tell you when I was playing here, it's like I had one arm cut off, to be honest. I was hardly making a break at all, ball at all.
Wow.
Well, what was it?
That's what I mean. Wow. He's going to have to play this ball on the side, I think. And that's a pretty thin angle.
He had all that space to play with, too.
Yeah, he ended up on the amateur side there for sure. I know he don't want to shoot this, but I'm afraid if he wants to win this game, I don't see much future in shooting at 11 unless you try to run into it and hit it pretty full.
Yeah, you could hit it's a fine cut. You've been watching non-stop pool for a while on the camera angle here. I'm not sure from this angle. Can he check it up? And no, you can't cut that in and hit the ball in the middle of the table there.
No.
Oh,
No, he's going more toward the 13. He might be just barely missing it underneath of it. Yeah, a little bit careless there.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's looking at your advice now.
Well, this is not easy here. These pockets are tight, and this is really a thin angle. Wow.
He's done it.
That's a terrific shot there. Wow, that's a good shot.
Well, he's well ahead, I suppose, and, his cue arm's still free, but he still had to make that shot.
Yeah, he's still not quite out of the woods. He's got to hit this a little softer than he would like, and you can get a skid sometime on this.
I think he's fine.
He's okay now. He just, the only thing that can go wrong here is get behind the 2.
Yeah, well,
I'd go right out to the middle of the table,
Yeah.
2 rails here,
Yeah.
and not take any chance on getting behind that too. I'd take a little thinner cut.
let's see what he does. And he's taken your advice, but it's drifting. I think he's just all right though. Yeah, he stopped in his tracks for a second there.
Yeah. Okay, Billy Thorpe wins game number 9, and
Well, another ball goes down.
look at this spread. This is wow.
It's controlling the cue ball perfectly as well.
Yeah, he's been hitting it unbelievable how square he's hitting it. Let's see here, count them up. Looks like he's got the solids, so that's the wrong group.
Yeah, that's the only thing I was thinking in the people's favour who can't break that well, because, you know, it's the ball that you pot that's on, which is quite an uncommon thing, isn't it? Is that a new rule, basically?
What's that?
That you have to go for the ball that's potted, not an open table.
Ooh. Ouch.
Because where we play in Australia, if you pot a ball, you still got an open table. You can have a choice of balls.
Well, some leagues in this country play that way, but there's some leagues that play this way where you got to take what you make. Very few of them, I think, though, play where once you make more than one of each, like if you make 2 stripes and a solid, usually you stick. Wow.
Oh, look at that.
Wow. Boy, he actually, what a shot that was.
Nice little glance
but-
off the ball there.
Yeah, and it wasn't a friendly glance either.
He might just be able to get the 2.
Yeah, it's. I guess he can get it. He's thinking about drawing up for this. Oh my gosh!
Well, that was a tight. You wouldn't read about that too often.
Wow.
Wasn't much daylight in do that.
Yeah, he needed to. Yeah, he never anticipated that white ball going in that pocket from that angle.
Well, Mick Hill's got to take this chance now.
Well, one thing, if he wins this game, he'll make it 9-4, and plus, even more importantly, he'll have the break. And if he hits him as good as he did last time, I doubt if he'll come up dry again. That was the first break that he's made. It looked like he had a chance to make a ball. Most of his breaks, he's mishit the 1 a lot. And plus, I didn't like where the first 2 or 3 times he broke, I didn't like where he broke from. He was breaking from the rail. Seems like most people are breaking on the edge of that box that almost everybody's breaking from as close to that.
That's another sort of English pool break on that side cushion on the side there. That's what so it's hard. It's probably a bit out of his comfort zone to break from the traditional box, the edge of the box there. So this black should make it 9-4, I think.
Well,
Oh
oh my gosh. You
All right, what do
know,
they call that in Australia now? You mentioned
that's
before?
a moz. It's
A muzz.
A moz.
Well, you just muzzed them.
I'm shutting up. That's it.
wow. You know, that's got to be what Chris Melling mentioned earlier. That's his second easy 8-ball he's missed, and I think it has something to do. He's
Pool
not
cue.
used with that pool cue.
You're right.
I think that's what that's all about. He usually plays with a snooker cue,
Yeah,
and he's
that's
playing with
right.
an American cue, and I think the deflection's a lot different.
Exactly.
And
'Cause you need to practice a lot with that, and then different American cues or the pool cues. The deflection, there's different technology, as you well know. So some deflect a lot, some don't. Whereas the snooker cue generally deflects quite a bit.
does it?
Yeah. Relative to, well, say the Predator anyway. Well, what's happening here?
Wow. Wow. Well, how big is that?
He's
10
just
to-
he's just stood up on his shot and just played it.
Okay, now this time he's going to the other side where Billy's been breaking.
It's just not getting the same zip.
No, he's not hitting them as hard, and I don't think he's hitting the cue ball. He's not coming through on the same plane that Billy is. That Billy is unbelievable, the action he's getting. Well, he better bear down and get this game, because he's give away 2 games now.
Yeah, and the pool gods can bite you back, really, if you don't give away these easy games. I've seen it many a time. Can all turn.
Yeah, oh boy, when it turns, it's no fun either. It's fine when it's on your side, but boy, is it brutal when it changes. Well, he's actually, it looks like he may have to move that 8. I think that 8 against that 2, I don't think it goes. I don't think it'll go in this corner, so he's going to have to get on one of these stripes to move it.
Well, at least he's got a few choices when he gets down there. Is he going to do it now? No.
Well, I'm not sure that's very good there. Looks like he's coming close to hitting these 2 balls down here. In fact, that wasn't a very good position, to be honest with you. It doesn't look like it to me.
Seems like he's lost a lot of concentration.
I think I think this is probably a wise choice here. But wow.
Unbelievable. Just totally lost the cue action and thought process. Now, Mick Hill, he's got to be clever here to try and really get. He's got a lot of problems there with the 10 ball over the pocket.
Yeah, what I might try to do here is cut that 5 ball or 3 ball into the 10 and hook him behind the 2-8. I might try to make Billy's 10 and put him behind the 2-8. Because I don't think he can win until he moves that 10. I'm not sure he's going to get a chance to.
Yeah, the angle may be a bit difficult to get that
To do that?
to this shot.
Get behind the 2-8?
Yeah, but
Well, he's got to use a lot of reverse English.
Well, we just got a message to the booth from over the pond. Darren Appleton's dad and mama tuned in. We want to say hi from Steinway Billiards in Astoria, Queens, New York, on behalf of Nick Varner and Robbie Fulvari from Australia. We're waving our hands.
Well, he may have to go for this bank because you know what Mick's going to do next time he comes to the table. He's making that 10.
Yeah.
And then it's over if Billy don't. It's going to be over for Billy. Oh, wow.
Oh, fantastic shot.
Wow.
Yeah, too good.
Hard to believe it. This same guy made that shot to just miss the last one, huh?
He doesn't want him too easy. That's his issue. Now the black.
He may push the 7 down and break that 8 up here.
That's what he tried to do.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, that'll cost him the game there.
Things just got ugly. That's double ugly, I'll tell you. How
Well,
about you just purposely, well, then he gets ball in hand, right? If you hit his ball first,
Yeah.
that wouldn't be any good.
He's got to make the stripe in the side and then try to play that 9 and hope
Yeah.
he can kiss it off the 10. And
Yeah,
he
that's
really
the
needs
shot.
to shoot it pretty firm, too, hoping that the ball's spread where he gets a shot.
Yeah.
I think that's the only way. If he don't get out this shot, I don't think he can win this game.
Well, if he can hit it firm and get there, I believe that full ball is going to hold 10 in position and the 9 go in, if the 9 can get by there. Well, never mind that. He's just playing safe all the way. Notice how all the solids are favoring the right side of the table there. And that's what Billy's thinking. Well, I'm going to let him have a shot at the 1 and the 3, and let's see if he can deal with this corner and maybe get that corner open for me.
Well,
I'd rather be shooting. What do you say, Nick?
yeah, I'd rather be right now. I'd rather be Mick's going to put him behind the 6 here.
Yeah, this is going to be a little chess match for a little while. And this
So now he's got a kick.
on the left side of the 11 and possibly go into that corner pocket. There, he called it.
Yeah, he's called it.
Kicking at the 9, I believe. All right, kick to the 11. Well, this is it's going to be a long rack.
I don't know about that.
Think he's got the set ball and bust him out here?
It's certainly something he has to be thinking about, but he could double kiss this 10. I'm not so sure this is automatic here.
And not only that, he's stretching across that table. He's really not going to be able to get that much power.
He's going to play safe here. But boy, he better get him because there might be a possibility he can make that 10. If
Yeah, I think maybe a little bit of a swerve shot.
yeah, I like
No, off the cushion
is
again.
he calling the 10?
Yeah, he called a 10. He's playing like a ticky off the 9 here.
Oh, look at this. 2. Oh, that's unfortunate.
You might as well come with a 3 rail after making that one.
Yeah, but that don't do you no good.
Oh, what happened there? He didn't call the 10 ball.
Oh,
Mick's
really?
back up.
Oh, wow. He's lucky that he didn't call it, but I don't like Billy's position in this game. He doesn't have enough balls left on the table.
Well,
And he's going to need a bulldozer to get this 11 out of there.
oh, I don't think he was lucky there. He thought he might be drifting then. He was riding that.
Now here, I'd just try to get my 11 out and make that 7 and hope they just happen to roll a little tough for Mick. Hope I don't leave him straight in on the 4. Well, that helped him a lot there. I mean, I like Mick's advantage better, but unless he can't hit this 5.
And then there's a bit of pressure on.
Yeah. Yeah. because he just got so many balls out there to run out that.
Just having a look at the 2 ball, lying on the 8 ball. I think he's got to be in the right spot to pot that 2. I suppose it goes up the table there.
Yeah, I like opening up the 8 here.
Yeah.
I think, I was thinking playing position on it. Maybe it didn't go. I thought he'd play position to make it in the same pocket.
Yeah, it was
surprised me.
Very tight.
Well, this is a long shot.
Oh,
I was a little surprised he didn't shoot to 2 there. I thought that's a little unnecessary. He didn't have to play that ball. I don't think he gained much by playing that ball.
yeah, he's. I suppose he was. That's the thing. I think this table's a bit. I haven't played on this one, but it's a bit tighter than the rest, I've been told.
Yes, it is. The corner pockets are 4 1/4 inches, so
Right.
it's a lot tougher than the other tables. I think the other tables are pretty generous.
And then he's probably trying to get his Q arm going, because normally they still look pretty big to Mick Hill coming from a 2-shot pool table, English pool. But he's going to pay the price now. Oh, just gone a bit too far.
Yeah, that's, you know, he made a really good shot, and the balls are not quite rolling in his advantage all of a sudden. He might have to kick this ball in here, because I don't think he can hold this enough to make it in this corner. I think it'll slide too long. Wow, I didn't think he could get it too short. I thought he'd have trouble getting it, making the bank on getting it short enough, and he held it, Al.
Yeah, notice the Whitey, though, the only ball he's really left is the 2 ball, I believe. Back cutting that 6, that green ball way up table is not feasible. I believe Mick's going to go for the 2 here.
He's
No,
playing the
he's
safety.
playing safe. He don't like the 2.
You don't like
Reminds
it
it. Sorry, guys.
That's good. Go ahead.
That reminded him of the black he missed. That's why I didn't go for it.
It's pretty scary.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to call that the ball in this
Although
lower
this one-
left corner.
Yeah, this man's pretty good at these sort of shots. I've only seen him play for the last few minutes, but he's kicked a couple of shots already.
Yeah, I don't want to blow his action, but he plays a nice game in one pocket, and that's why he's kicking good.
Well, he's a great banker.
Sure is.
He
Well,
really plays good banks.
the banks in one pocket just go together, don't they?
Not this time.
Well, we've had a lot of cat and mouse, probably the most of any game so far, and the score's 9-4, and this game's really slowed Billy down.
Yeah, and he's still not getting good position, Mikel. He's not happy with his form, I'm sure.
No, he wanted to cut that ball more. He hit it too full, so if he was using right English, that means, I guess, it deflected a little more than he thought.
But he's back in prime position now.
Yeah, he's okay now.
That's a bit better. Cued through the ball there.
Okay. Okay, Mick Hill, he climbs back 9-5 in this.
Oh, well, the white's flying everywhere. He certainly didn't hit that
That's
one.
the first time he's come up dry, I believe. And he hasn't come up dry very often. He didn't hit that quite as good.
No, didn't hit it flush on the one.
But one thing, he sure opened them up like a dream. He got just as good a spread. These balls look like they should be pretty easy to run. I think I like the little ones here, the solids. I kind of like here, I think maybe working on this end of the table first. One key ball I like is I think I might draw over on top of the 3-8 and come over and try to get that 2 ball out of there. Oh. No, he's going this other way.
Yeah, he's trying to think of every shot to run out here. He's great with the patterns. I was talking to him before, and he loves. That's where he loves the patterns, and you can see. But with the yellows and reds, you can see them a bit easier too, I think, than the numbered balls. But yeah, it looks like he wanted to get rid of that 3 near it, even though near the black. Even though that's an easy ball to get on the black at the end, or maybe.
Larry Ross just sent in a picture there. Nick, he just wants me to tell you hello.
Okay.
He's watching.
Tell Larry hello.
Well, he's listening. You just did.
Okay. Hi, Larry.
Well, he wants to get on that too. As you said, that was the hard ball, but he's making a lot of effort there to get the right line.
Yeah, you can see the ending pattern here, 6-7-2-8 in the side. Just stop the ball. Well, he made that look pretty easy, Robbie.
Yeah, once he got into the second shot, that was it. And he's on a roll now. But
yeah, he's starting to close that gap. That makes it 9-6. The ball's on the break because he's not going to get enough opportunities to win. He must have made one, huh?
yeah, well, maybe the jet lag's hitting me, but which one was it?
Looks like it might have been a stripe. Let's see. Yeah.
Yep.
Got a little bit of a testy shot here to start with. Not too bad, though, but he's missed some easier than this. But
Yeah, all the bigs, if you like to call them that, well, up one end of the table, which normally always helps when they're spread out a bit.
Yeah, they're really spread out. Sort of like the word that's going around the pool world. You know, when you say something in the pool world, it hits here, goes to the Philippines, across to Australia. And the rumor has it that Nick Varner might be the new captain of the Moscone Cup team, and I hope so. He's got my vote. I mean, that's the buzz.
Have we heard it first here, have we?
No, it's, well, where you been
Well,
living in a cave in Australia?
I
don't know.
You've made the on media, I'm saying.
Yeah, it's been all over the media, yeah. All over social media.
Well, I must not be wired in pretty good because I haven't seen him.
You know, upstate Al, we kind of get the inside scoop all the time. I don't know, some people say, hey, Al, do you ever sleep? And I'm always up just surfing and seeing what's going on.
I think he forgot the 4 was in the way.
Yeah, he's only got the 30. He's got the 13.
I think he had a brain freeze there.
Yeah, shaking his head.
I tell you, I'd like to see him hit this cue ball with a lot of left-hand English and play that 13 ball and come all the way around the table for that 15. Maybe in the side pocket is where he's thinking about anyway.
He's going to roll it in the side.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. You hit them that hard towards these side pockets, and boy, they don't have to go in.
Wow. Well, that just shows you, you know, that was a surprise there. He played position for a ball that I think he thought he could. I think he just snoozed the fact it wouldn't go in the corner.
Yeah. I'll tell you, he couldn't miss it at a worse time as we have local news crews in here. Actually, somebody got in contact with the big media and for the World Tournament. So come on down, guys, and spread some love at Steinway and Darren Appleton. Let's support this all the way.
Boy, that was a friendly kiss.
I don't know what he was doing there because he hit it too hard for the. If they didn't have the kiss.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you, Robbie. I don't know quite what the plan of attack was there.
I think he's getting nervous.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take off these champions.
Yeah.
The pressure's a little more intense. I tell you what, this is not as easy as it looks. The balls are apart, but they're a little tricky, you know what I mean?
You've got to be careful. But he, you know, he should do it. Just depends. He's just got to get on the next ball. If he really, I can't see him really making a mistake though.
Well, personally, the ball that's the most dangerous to me is I kind of like to get rid of that 4. Tell you what, he's a little out of line here. This is not quite what the doctor had in mind, I don't think.
I would have got much more. I could have even taken the 4 before this.
He really wants to play the 4 here. He's got a pretty good angle to come across for the 6 and play both in the same pocket.
That's for sure, yeah. He's got to hold his nerve.
This is kind of almost, should be like the winning ball here. Yeah, he still got to go across. He would have liked the guy where he could just pull back, but he still got to go across table and back, and he really don't want to be, this H throws on the rail, he really wants to be pretty full on this ball. Well, that should be pretty good there. He just roll it in.
Yeah, should hug the cushion. Hit the rail and the ball at the same time. If it's touching, it will go in easily. Oh, why did he play it like that? He is a nervous wreck, I've got to tell you. That's all I can say. All he had to do was
roll it in with a
Yeah,
level stroke. He
just
fired it in.
Listen to Mr. Varner. You know, you roll it in even with a bit of, you know, running side, and there's no way you'd miss it.
Wow, that is. I'm afraid he might be waiting for Mick Hill too long here. Okay, let's see if he can get back on sync with this break, because the pressure's really on him now.
It's going in twice the cue ball. Now what happened there?
I think he made. What did he make?
He made a small
4, 5, 5, 6.
The one is not there. Oh no, it is. It is. Sorry.
Oh yeah, he's made a solid, and he's froze on this ball. Wow.
That's the pool gods for you. He's made too many mistakes to justify having a good run of the balls.
That's a good point there. He's really he's kept Mick in this match.
Yeah.
This match should be over.
Yeah. So 2 balls gone, but he's got issues now.
Well, I can't tell if this red 3 will go in this upper right-hand corner. Oh, wow. These stripes are laying too easy, too. You have to make a ball here. Wow, I don't like this. This cross corner is tough to make. Well, this may help if he blocks this 11. And it might have almost got dead. It's debatable.
Well, now it's a tactical battle.
Yes, it is. And he looks like he wants to leave him on this end rail. I'd be careful that he don't leave him too good an angle on that 6. I'm not sure he's going to pass on this one. This is a pretty good bank for a guy that's used to playing bank pool here. This is, it'd be hard for me to pass on this one. Oh, wow.
He hasn't hit that well at all.
Wow, he really didn't threaten the pocket. That ball really pinched Short there, that speed.
I really think his inexperience in big tournament play is showing. He's not playing a very good match in terms of just the way he's handling the pressure. You can see how well he can play.
Yeah.
Well, you talk about pressure. You know, when they come down to the final 16, just to bring you guys up to date out there in the listening audience, the format changes to win a break. And that's going to be big.
this match has went from what looked like a runaway to it's really getting tight here.
Well, there's a bit more angle than he would have liked. Might be lucky if it goes up the top pocket.
I don't think so. I think
Wishful
whatever
think-
happens here, this stripe's going in that side pocket. I don't know whether he's got enough nerve to fire it in. He might have to, or he's probably just going to roll forward and go above his side.
Yeah, if he can just hold it a little bit,
Just-
that's for sure. But the angle's getting away from him a little bit. Yeah, just rolls it in. Oh, and just drops.
Okay, this match is.
And I reckon Billy Thorpe would have a bit of an adventure now. He doesn't know whether he's going to live or die here.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that now.
And suddenly the balls are flying in.
Two stripes down.
He made two stripes. And actually got a pretty easy. They look pretty easy.
Yeah, it could be a lot worse. So that 11 ball to start him off with.
Here the decision is when you play this 11, where do you go? Do you play for that 10 in the side where you can go up table for those two stripes? Then you have to come all the way down table for this last one. I can't tell. That looks a little flat to me, but maybe he can. I can't tell if he can go by the 8 without hitting it and go all the way down and try to get close to the end rail.
I think that's what he's doing. Well,
This don't have to turn out good.
that's a minor disaster.
But I actually think he got lucky enough to make it, but I'm not sure. Position could be a challenge here.
I don't.
And he might not be able to make it.
I don't think he can make it. He could play a little sort of carom here to try and nestle up against the balls. Pushing first, but it's very dodgy. Yeah, that's what he's looking at now. But then he's got to hit the cushion again. Oh no, you're
calling
right.
it.
You're right.
I think what he's looking at, try to hit it hard enough to get a shot on the top stripe that's on top of the one on the rail, and because he just can't let it go over to the side rail. He's going to hit this with some speed so he has a chance to get position here. He whacked it.
Well, now he needs some luck.
Oh, he got it too. Wow, wow.
And there's a smile on his face, and he looks to his supporters saying, well, that's lucky.
Wow. If it clips the 6, he's done.
But
He got by that 6.
there's somebody up there, though. I tell you, when you miss easy shots or play the wrong shot, it comes back. Oh. Well, we're sighing here in the commentary box because that was just total misjudgment. Wanted to clip the ball, I assume, maybe to push it across.
Yeah, I think he was thought he was going to hit that
Yeah.
ball first before he went to the end rail. I think it fooled him there, and
Well, now he needs a big pot.
well, if he gets out here, I'd say he'll probably win this match if he comes with this shot here.
Well, the pot's on, that's for sure. Both top pockets there, and he can come around the angles, which one he fancies.
Boy, he almost got it. Well, Billy, you better get out of here, young man, if you want to win this match.
Yeah, he's going to have to turn it back up, get his head back in it. Maybe he got up on top that quick and got lackadaisy. I don't know what it was, but he better snap out of it because Mick Hill will run over him.
Well, it's already sort of getting further away.
Well, he's okay. He just better play this 7 in the side so that he can leave the 5 when he plays this combination to be sure he gets position.
Yeah.
If he plays the 3, I don't like it too much. He's got to play the 7 and get where he can kind of not hit it very hard, the combination, so the 4 doesn't end up blocking the 3 or something. You know, if he does that, it should be pretty easy. Oh, wow, where's he going? That shows you what I know.
I think he just wants to play some shots to pot the ball. He's looking very wobbly, even though it's, look, he could do this with his eyes closed in practice, but he's not controlling the cue ball. He's got to just keep his nerve.
Well, in my opinion, he needs to be close to this rail over here. Well, I like it. I like it here because he don't have to hit it very hard, and he's definitely going to have position on the 5.
That's it.
Oh, I don't like the way he went forward. I would have stayed up high there.
It's worked out well for him, but
Boy, Nick, if you were his backer, you would have just jumped out of the seat.
I might have to close my eyes.
he's looking more and more. The pockets are getting smaller and smaller.
I would go straight up table and try to get straight in for the same pocket. I would not hit any rails. Is that the way you like to play that, or you like to bounce off the rail?
Well, no, not for that one, for sure. Just as we say in Australia, screw back, put a bit of backspin on there.
Wow,
Oh,
I don't
finally.
like the speed he shot that, though. I would have just wrong time between drinks there for Billy on winning that game, huh?
10-8, Billy Thorpe.
Well, that looks like the break that he's been doing.
The only thing is he didn't make a ball.
Yes, he did.
He did?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's see, 3, 5, 6.
I must have blinked.
Let's see, 3, 5, 7. He made a stripe, so looks like he's going to have to start with the 10 in the upper corner. And that 11's awful tricky. Yeah, this is far from automatic winning this game. Because he's only going to get about one chance to go over there off that 9. I think that's going to be the only one.
Yeah. Let's see if he just settles on his stroke a bit more now. He's won that game.
Oh, that's no good.
No, still sort of jabbing it, I think, even when they're going in.
Yeah, that wasn't quite as smooth as he has been. Mick is looking to see if he can get the cue ball to hit the left side of that 15 when he makes this 7 and then go to the rail or go and break out the 11 and break out that 3, which.
Oh, that was close, but he's opened it up and he's still got the 2 on. Nice shot there.
Yeah, that was a pretty nice shot there. Yeah, he's looking at that 4. I think it goes, but I think it's pretty snug. Well, it's all going to boil down to the 4 ball.
That's what I was just going to say. He had a good look at it just before. I think it goes, but it's pretty tight. But he's got a little bit of an angle here to come across. He's got to force it though. He doesn't need to do it on this shot though, obviously.
I think this is where he has to go here.
Yeah.
I think.
Didn't see that.
I don't like trying to stop short. I think he's got too much angle, and I like the other angle better anyway.
Of course, yeah. Come back into the balls. So now he can get nice and close to the 4.
Well, he certainly got about as good as you can get. He couldn't have found an easier spot to make the 4 from.
No, he can roll it in too, which is always nice.
Yeah.
And he's got a nice little angle just to come away from the cushion.
Very nice. Looks like he's going to draw back and go back to the middle of the table. Boy, he almost clipped at 15 now. Or 11, I mean. Okay, this. Did one go in?
Not too sure.
I guess not. I'll tell you what, I think the table is starting to get a little tighter. We're going into day 2 now, and this table is going to tighten up even more. The Steinway Billiards pool room right now is just swarming with people sitting around this arena. It's incredible.
Well, this might be like shooting at the 8 here. These stripes are laying pretty easy if you get stripes. That was a pure stroke there. I'd like to get a little closer before I played that 11 come around. And I don't want to remove too many more balls before I shoot it. Not far enough, I don't think. If it is, he's sitting pretty nice because he can. Yeah, boy, that looks tight.
It
too
looks
tight
close.
there. That.
But he believes it goes.
Wow. Wow. Well, one thing you have to say, he certainly played 2 pretty gutsy shots, huh?
Should be
But
all
you
right.
know, he don't. He might have to stay up high and play the 15 and go up for the 13 on the left, and then finish up with the 10. Because, boy, if he saves the 10 to get on the 13, speed's really critical there.
Yeah, the
I'd
It's got
stay
some-
up high here and try to just float up one rail inside the pink ball and try to get
Right.
straight in. You
Yeah.
see anything better you like there,
no, well, he's
Robbie?
just pretty straight on this, so he can't do too much. He might have to do. Yeah, stay up high on the 15, and he can drift. He might even have a couple of chances on the 10 after then if he doesn't get on that side ball there. Yeah.
That's ideal.
Yeah.
Now he don't have to worry too much about running into it unless he really hits it thick.
That's it.
Oh,
Well,
I kind of
that's
like
even-
the way he
that's a
played
nice
that.
shot.
That was
That's the best way if he can do it. There's no danger, is there?
no, I like what he did there. That
Classy shot, that one.
that showed a lot of knowledge there.
Now, is he going to hit this soft or harder again? 2 rails. This time he makes no mistake. Had plenty of room to hold it.
Well, you can bet his heart's beating 100 miles an hour.
It's got a nice angle though. It's it's beating fast, but this is a perfect position for the young man. Has it got away? Just enough room. But he's sort of hitting the ball better now, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's able to compose himself
That's
because
it.
you can.
On the way.
He needs a ball here on the break to maintain control.
And
He
there
got
it is.
one. It's a stripe, though. It's the it's the wrong one. He's going to have to once again come with a nice long shot here.
Yeah,
Do you like rolling this 15 ball?
I either like rolling the 15 or the 12, whichever one. Probably the 15.
well, he's rolling the straight balls. I don't know about that, but hasn't got much. He's got to dig down if he wants to hit a bit more of a power shot, which always makes it a bit more difficult.
I'll tell you what, if he rolls this 15 ball and makes it, that's like get lights out right there
That's
to
it.
get to the hill.
Yeah, he should get on the hill. This is like almost shooting at the 8 here.
Yeah.
Wow.
No problem. Beautiful shot.
What a time to come with it, too.
Showed a lot of heart there now. The last 2 games, he's made 2 long shots to get started that are easy to miss.
I might have just tried to roll that slowly. He put some power behind that.
Yeah, I have nothing wrong with that speed because he hit it hard enough it wasn't going to roll off, but he didn't kill it or nothing. You know what I mean? He just smoothed it in.
Yeah, I just think there was more options by just hitting it a little slower. The only thing he had there was that lower strike ball and that short rail. He's got himself a little bit in a funny position here now.
Yeah, he went a bit too far. But if he keeps his nerve, he can stun this ball.
Just take
Cross.
his time here, and really the 11's not such a bad play here because you got a sideboard down there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of course, if this goes in, there's not much left.
He's holding on to that 13 ball there next to the 5 up on the right-hand long rail. So I guess he's going to play this 14, 11, and then 14, 12, and then 11, or 14, 12, and 13. whatever ball it is up next to the 5.
Well, the 10, 12, 11, I think. Well, he's a little flat here now.
Yeah,
He could be a couple more inches to the right with the white ball. He's got to hit this a little firmer.
Oh, he's lifted his head. He's gone back to his last few misses. That was just a complete take your eye off his ball.
Is that pressure right there, Robbie?
Oh, it's got to be. It's got to be. He's missed some. The shots he's missed haven't been hard, actually. It's been a lack of concentration and pressure combined.
Yeah, he was a little. He didn't aim that quite hard long enough, you know, for such a critical shot. He kind of was. You could tell he was a little uncomfortable, and he wanted to. When he bent over, he wasn't too comfortable, and he wanted to get back up so he could feel comfortable again. And a little, I think, just a little quick.
Yeah, he had to punch it a little harder too to get that cue ball back off. Well, anyway, that's water under the bridge.
Yeah.
And right now, Billy Thorpe is sitting on the rocks just waiting for an opportunity to get back in this. But Mick is going to do everything he can to keep Billy right in that fisherman's chair, and you just wait for a bite.
Yeah, I think Mick Hill's nearly favourite, I'm going to say, because that was another mistake. And his cueing, even though when he's missing, it's not a jerky action. So if he can get a decent run at it, I think he's favourite.
Well, this next break is going to be.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. His break's letting him down, so it's a big evener upper, isn't it?
Yeah, but his break has looked a lot better here lately. He started out, it looked pretty weak, but it looks like his break is starting to look not that bad anymore. I'm not sure. That's
happy.
a little flat. He might have to play this 4 right now. Guess this is not bad though. I think though he went a little further. I guess he can hit this with high center and come up to the center, I guess. Oh, he wanted to go over there. Looks like he wanted to be a little fuller on that ball.
Yeah, it's all good, but I suppose when it gets near the end of any of the matches, anything can happen, so it's nice to stay close to the balls, to be honest.
I think you hit the nail right on the head as this match is tightening up as we're coming down to the final couple of games. Closer is a lot better.
Okay, that tight.
All right, let's watch the 10 ball go all the way around the table here. Wow, it got kissed. There's the 2 made it.
And disaster.
You know, I'm liking the solids here.
Well, this is a little tricky here now. That 1 orange 5 ball there is going to be a little hard to get to. I'm not so sure, but what stripes might not be better here, even though you only got 1 trouble ball, but it's really no trouble if you get underneath. I think I kind of like stripes here better.
Yeah.
What about you, Robbie?
Yeah, for sure. You can come back behind those balls near the 5, the big balls, and go up the table, as you said.
I kind of like starting with the 10 here. I don't know about you.
Come back round the angles, the natural sort of, well, what I call the natural sort of 9-ball shot, pool shot. Come off 2 cushions.
I kind of like floating between the 9 and the 12 here, and if you get on the 12 where you can cut it in the side softly, the game should be over if you can hit the lottery with your speed here. You know
That's
what?
it.
And if you don't hit the lottery, in fact, you could almost try to go 2 rails and go between that
That's
12.
what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. But no, he's gone just off the middle here.
Well, if he gets an angle on this 11, this may be perfect here. He might be able to slide right over for it now.
He does have the angle.
Yeah, definitely. He can just roll through there. And then that gives you the center pocket for the green ball there.
Yeah, then his table opens up like a flower in bloom just right after he makes this 11 ball. Boy, I tell you what, you guys couldn't call this any better than
Boy,
what
this
you see
is
it
so
right in front of
good here. Now he could bounce off and get on the green one right now. You like that, or you like something else?
I
here?
don't think he's going to. I think could even roll through, take the other one in the center, get behind it. Just depends what he. Well, he's not taking the 11 up the table. Oh, you see how he's twitched to what we say. He's just twisted his wrist there. I was watching it.
Well, this I tell you what, the ingredient starts to get poured into the batter here.
You're loving this
I'm
hill
loving it.
thought.
Yeah, I'm loving it.
But, you know, I wouldn't like to see, the way he's queuing, I wouldn't like to see him go in this shootout. The young fella could destroy his mental confidence for a long time if it gets to that.
Well, you know, he's pretty seasoned at a young age. He's been in the box many a time. But I have no horse in this race, don't get me wrong, but I'm just looking for excitement.
Oh, you'll get that, that's for sure, in this tournament. This is made for excitement. I hope all the viewers at home understand how great this venture is. Darren Appleton's put a lot of hard work into it. It'll be actually interesting to see how Darren plays this week, because it's not easy organising things. There's always people running around asking you questions.
No, you're right there. Running an event like this and playing in it, that's quite a challenge, huh?
Yeah.
Well, he's got a good team behind him. He put a good team behind him as far as assistants and tournament directors, and he's got people doing the charts, and just unbelievable what a team he's put together here. So he should be pretty comfortable. Darren Appleton, world champion, by the way, 8-ball champion.
Well, you can't get a much better spread than this. Looks like 1-7-2 and 5 on the side, and looks like an easy way to finish here.
Got a perfect angle here.
And you don't have to get too close to this, but boy, wow, that's nice there.
He's going to get as close as he can. Don't worry about that.
Just stop his ball. He's straight in. Doesn't get any better than this.
Uh-oh.
The pressure with these guys.
I'll tell you what, Nick was ready to write it down. I was ready to score it up. Gee, Whitaker, what happened there, Robbie?
I guess nobody's not immune to pressure, huh?
He's missed a few in the center pocket, and I think really that's catching him. These center pockets are very tight, and it's they're the ones that he's got a tense cue action when looking at that. He's sort of brought the cue back a bit quicker than normal.
I kind of like playing the 9 and coming back and playing the 12 in the corner pocket.
Yeah, that's for
and
sure.
then play the 15 and get the ball on the rail and just bounce off for the green ball in the same pocket and stop. And
yeah,
lights out.
That's what I like.
Boy, I tell you what a turnaround of events right there as Mick Hill missed that 3-ball in that side pocket. Both players missed a ball here in this game, letting Billy Thorpe get back to the table.
Well, it's just landed a bit awkward. Not awkward, but not perfect. He's running away on the 15 ball.
Well, he's got
And
to bounce off here. He can't just stop. He's going the wrong way, so he's going to have to bounce off. He don't want to, but because he's going to create a little more distance.
Yeah, but look, in normal circumstance, it's fine. But everything's going all right. He's got to just roll this in now. If he bashes this one.
Yeah, you just got to roll this forward, and boy, you want to fall close to straight in here. Tell you what,
he's run a bit far there, but
I think though he can follow forward, and I think that ball will stop him right there.
That's for sure. Yeah.
As long as it don't go to the middle. Well, I like the way he shot that when he shot that with authority.
Crack of this rack. I'm sure he's going to fly her out. Hold your ears, folks, at home.
Nothing went. That Mick, he's out of his chair in a hurry.
Yeah.
Like a moth to a flame.
He just cut that a bit thin on the one. Didn't hit it full. So now let's see what Mick Hill can do. He can't afford any more mistakes, so he's out of this tournament.
Well, one thing for sure, he certainly got a pretty easy rack to deal with. It's the only ball that looks like could cause him trouble is he needs to get pretty flat on this 4 ball over here on the rail.
Yeah, shouldn't be too much of an issue. Oh.
Well, I think he was trying to get on it right there, so he came up a little short, huh?
That's where his ball should have been. Well, what's he doing?
Well, he's still pretty good.
Now, where's he gone now?
He's going to have to fire into that side
pocket. I think he
pocket.
can maybe get that 4 right now, I think.
Yeah, it might just be a little bit of an angle just to get it, just to make it a bit more interesting for him. He might have to get stunned and get behind it into the top pocket there. Yeah, that's what I think he just looked at, but he's not happy either way exactly. The ball going one way or the other for a fraction would be a lot easier, yeah. So, well, I don't know if I would have done that, but anyway.
I tell you what, this
it could go wrong. That green ball's a bit in the way as well if he screws back. So he's not going to do that. Doesn't want to go too far.
There it is, folks. FineQualityEvents.com. If you want to hire a lighting crew like that's on premises here, they're here. They're right on premises. It's FineQualityEvents.com.
Well, he's going to have to make a decent shot on the 8. It ain't going to be a gimme.
Well, he's
boy, he got that helps. He don't have to cut it so much.
Yeah, he's played that though. Give him credit.
Yes, that was.
It's a bit more than even money, but let's see what happens here. He needs a good break now. And has he got a ball? Oh, it just missed in the center twice. I know that.
I'm getting the kind of feeling this table's getting tighter. What do you guys think?
Oh, well, there's no question about that.
He was so close to getting the ball in there.
Well, Billy, you can't complain about not getting a chance to win this match. I think he can swing around 2 rails on this, and he might even want to get the 7 here. You might want to try to get up for the 7 and the 3 and then go for the 2, 5, and 8. What do you think?
Yeah, that's reasonable. It's just get behind the 8 ball is the issue. So
If it goes in that corner, I guess it doesn't go in this corner,
no,
though,
it doesn't go in your left-hand bottom pocket there. That's for sure. So he's got to get in behind it or move it. 10 ball, maybe 11 ball. But he's got options. If he can get a pretty well straight stun ball on this ball here, just maybe plop up there.
Play it in the side. Yeah, I kind of like going between the 12 and come down for this stripe on the end rail and then try to come up and get pretty close to straight in on the 7. No, he's going to do something different.
Yeah, no, maybe he's thinking
Well,
of
the
what
6.
Yeah, 6 to the 3, and then try and get a nice
That's what he
angle.
wanted, but I think that
You think he's going to play the 3 inside rails at the bottom here? Or is he just going to go after the 3 after the 6 ball? Do you think he's going after the 7 here?
I don't think he knows. Yet.
I mean, that's what I'll be trying to get. Not the 6 and then that 3 and then get on the 7. You've got a few options if you land low.
Well, he's got a little bit too much of an angle here where he's got to maybe use a little reverse that he probably don't want to do.
Probably coming back right now. There he is.
Yeah, well, he's got a pretty, I don't know about that. That's a bit too straight.
I would say
Is
so.
it?
Yeah, it is.
He's going to maybe have to draw up.
In between? No? Ice?
He may have to draw up to get straight in this corner because that 12's a big ball against him here.
He could also make the angle here. I think he's got one fraction of an angle. Maybe he can just sort of force the cue ball out a little bit.
No, he's going forward. He's going to try to stay beneath.
Yeah, that's it. Now, is he going
Needs it to stop.
Oh, just where he didn't want it, is it? Oh, he's got a bit of a... Can he cue the ball? That's the first question.
He may have to run into the 8 here now. I don't think. I think he's too thin to stop.
That's it. Yeah, play the
He
carom
may.
there.
I think he may have to run into bump the 8 here.
I tell you one thing, you don't like it. His body language is telling me that he doesn't like where he's at right now.
Yeah, he wanted to be a bit different, but yeah, if he bumps the 8, he's got 3 pockets to get it into, but he should be able to just push it towards the center pocket. But
You don't have to come up with a shot, though, Rob. A lot of things happen.
Oh, he's hit it hard enough, so now he has to hold his nerve. Big shot here in his career, I'd say.
Yeah, this is a big shot here. This is.
There it
is. Wow. Didn't get the hill match there, fellas, but gee whiz.
That's probably the most.